This is Wednesday, the 8th of February 2023. Now, this is a video now, especially to mark our 6th anniversary since we arrived to the Irish National Stud. It would be more appropriate if we had went to the stud today. We would have been much better if we were at the stud celebrating. Would have been more better. It would have been more appropriate if you were at the stud to celebrate our anniversary, but we were elsewhere today for my anniversary. We were at my equine therapy, but I could have announced it at the stud yesterday, the 7th, because it was the day before. I didn't think about mentioning it yesterday at the stud. For 6 years at the Irish National Stud today, and Liam and I would like to thank the Irish National Stud and all the team for making us feel very welcome. Making us feel very welcome, and thank them all for their hospitality and their friendship throughout the last 6 years that we've been there, and looking forward to the many more years to come in the future. So I'd like to make a toast to the Irish National Stud and all the team for all their lovely friendship and and all their warmth and the generosity and be looking after us for all the 6 years that we've been there, and so I'll be looking forward to looking forward to looking to the future and to many more good years to come at the Irish National Stud, and enjoying the company of all the beautiful horses that are there, including the big man Invincible Spears, and looking forward to all the many future horses that arrive to the Irish National Stud, and future stallions that arrive, and getting introduced to new mares and new foals in the coming years as well, all the future stars onto the racetracks. So we got introduced to some new mares so far this week. At the start, to get introduced to some of the first of the foals this week. So we're getting into the beginning of the brand new season. So things are starting to get there now, and we had a few of the foals born this week. A few of the future stars have arrived and got introduced, and I've met a few new mares, including a mare which you wouldn't believe, named after a rapper of the 90s called Betty Boo. So it's quite an interesting name for a horse, if you ask me. So Betty Boo, and a lovely mare called Smile at Me, would you believe, and she's a lovely chestnut mare, and I had a lovely chat with her at the open stable the other day, yesterday, and she was the daughter of Galileo, so I had a lovely chat with her too. So she's very nice, and I first got introduced to her at the Sun Cherries Yard on I think it was the second of February, I think it was, in the Sun Cherries Yard, and she was quite friendly. She came over to the door. The foaling unit, and you wouldn't normally get that lucky with the mares at the foaling unit, because they would normally be more they more like to be more focused on their foals, and when they're just born they like to concentrate more on their foals. They wouldn't be as sociable, but she came to the door a few times to say hello, which is quite nice. And so she's a lovely mare, and another mare there in the nurseries there also on the last day was and who I also previously met on the 4th when we were Geraldine Liam's mum on Saturday, and she's got an unusual name, and it's you have to say her name. It's romanticized. You have to think of romance, the romantic as in coming, as you know, we're coming near to Valentine's Day, so I can't think of romanticize. So romanticize is the other mare that's beside Betty Boo. So I can't get over that name, Betty Boo. Betty Boo and I we're starting with what I think is beginning to become a very very strong relationship. I think we're becoming very good friends. So I think we're starting a very good friendship. I think we're going to become very best friends. We're starting a great relationship, and getting very good, starting a good relationship with Smile and me as well, which I'm not too keen on that lady, but anyway, we're going to do a nice toast now to our 6th anniversary. Celebrate our 6th anniversary to the Irish National Stud.
Okay.
I'd like you to join us.
If we can get it open.
Get it open, exactly. Yeah.
There you go. Say when.
No, not too much. Okay, folks.
Cheers.
You can do a bit more than that. Julian,
You said that you had enough.
didn't say that enough.
You did say you had enough.
A bit more than that, come on. It's hardly anything in that.
Yeah.
Okay, folks. So here's to our 6th anniversary and many more happy many years to come in the future. And thank you to the Irish National Stud for their lovely generosity and their warmth and their lovely friendship and making us feel very welcome. Thank you.
Here. Delicious.
It's very nice, yeah. Well, I'm drinking with the wrong hand. I should be drinking with my right hand. Sorry, I apologise. Very bad manners.
Top quality stuff, by the way. Rest so cool. I recommend it.
Definitely recommend it to everybody.
Chocolate. Do you want chocolate? No.
I'm not really speaking to aspirate, so I would have preferred the normal chocolate, you know. I have one, but I would have preferred the normal chocolate. I asked him to get me chocolate, so what did he get me after it? How's the match?
Great match, yeah.
Yeah. He's watching the match in there. Is who's playing?
Fulham and Sunderland.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Drink.
Oh, yeah.
It's worth the money, extra money, you know. The Western Scooter. You knock about very quickly, don't you? You know, everything goes away very quickly. Very sweet.
It shouldn't go up and down. She take it in zips, like.
Sure. I could have, wasn't I should, but I'm not good.
That's the way you're supposed to drink your wine or anything like that. You're supposed to take it in zips. You drink it too fast, you should sip it. You should sip it, take it into small sips, not up and down. It's the same with wine. If you're drinking wine, it's the same thing with wine. You just take little sips at a time. You know? He's a terrible slurper as well. He's drinking coffee or tea. He's like a bloody dog or a cat. He slurps. You can't drink without slurping.
True indeed.
It's very bad manners. Very bad manners. Oh, by the way, I made a bit of an error yesterday of the videos. I actually got them. I was talking at the nurseries, nursery 1 and 2, about the nurseries. I was talking about the nursery, about the Betty Boo and romanticise the dates I met them. When I was talking about the times, the dates I saw romanticised when she's running around in the paddock, you know. Then so the nurse, I saw on the second, and then I saw her again, and the second in nursery 1, and then again I saw them in nursery 2 on the 4th. So nursery 2, and I saw the second. I was referring to February. I should have said February, and I said January. So I said I saw her the 2nd of January running around with their foal, and then I saw her again on the 4th of January in the nursery 2. And then Betty Boo was in nursery was in nursery 2, and the 2nd of February. She's in nursery 2, and she romanticised was in nursery 1 on the 2nd of February, and Betty Boo was in nursery 2, and then on the 4th of February, Betty Boo was in nursery 1, and romanticised was in nursery 2. And what I was said during the conversation yesterday, during the video yesterday, I said the 2nd of February, the 2nd of January, and the 4th of January, which I should have said February. I was saying the wrong month. I was talking about this month this year. I was referring to this month. And the 2nd of January, we weren't at the stud. We weren't back at the stud till the 3rd of January. We didn't get back to the stud till the 3rd of January. That was the first day we were back at the stud, and that was the off season before the season started. So apologise about that error. I made a mistake. The 2nd of January, the 2nd of February, romanticised was she was in the nursery 1. You see, running around. You see, I was talking about them, just running around and doing them. And I was saying to them, I was kind of talking about her, the fact that she could have been a racer, because she did a lot of running around. She's kind of like she's galloping or canting around. She looked like a sprinter. She looked like a sprinter, and I was saying to Steve, I wouldn't be surprised if she was a racer or a sprinter and that, because she was really fast. And she did the same on the 4th of February, on the Saturday that we were with Liam's mum. And Liam was saying that the video, it's a shame that Liam's mum missed it, because she was gone to the restaurant at the time. She did more running on the 4th of February in nursery 2. Romanticised was in nursery 2 on the 4th of February, and she did more running, and again she did a bit more. She did more running around in nursery 2 on the 4th of February. And Liam's mum was in the restaurant. I says to Liam in the video, do you remember that? I says it's a shame that Liam's mum's not around to see this. So I was saying in the videos, I wouldn't be surprised if she was a racer. She was like she was a sprinter or something. She's quite fast. Herself and her foal were running around. Oh no, we're going to get more action here again, you know. Saying, as I said again, because she did it on the 2nd of February, you see, as well. You see, at the time she was in nursery 1. So that's the first day I saw her, you see. That's the first day I saw her romanticised. It was on the 2nd of February, and then I saw her again for the 2nd time on the 4th of February on the Saturday with Lee's mum. Then I saw her again yesterday for the 3rd time, and then she's again back yesterday again in nursery 1, but she wasn't the 2nd of February. So they're kind of moving them back and forth. So the 2nd of February she was in nursery 1, and Betty Boo was in nursery 2, and then on the 4th of February, romanticised she was moved to nursery 2, and Betty Boo was moved into number 1. And then yesterday, romanticised was moved back to nursery 1, and Betty Boo was moved in. Betty Boo was moved back into nursery 2. So they're both moved back to where they were on February 2nd. They kind of moved them back and forth. So they moved back to where they were on the 2nd of February, and again yesterday. So moving them back and forth, but the same paddocks, but they switch around to back and forth. So they're both back to where they were on the 2nd of February again yesterday. So romanticised moved back to nursery 1, and Betty Boo was in nursery 2, and because that's where they were on the 2nd of February. They moved back there again yesterday, and on the 4th of February, Betty Boo was in nursery 2. Nursery 1, and then romanticised was in nursery. Betty Boo was in nursery 1, romanticised was in nursery 2 on the 4th of February. So they're going back to where they were on the 2nd of February again yesterday on the 7th. So the staff kind of switching them back and forth like yo-yos. But I seem to have starting to have a nice relationship, starting to grow a nice strong relationship with this mare called Betty Boo. I can't get over the name. I can't get over the fact that she's named after a rapper. And I was asking a few tourists there, if I was meeting up with a few people, and saying to them she's named after a rapper. So I asked a few people, did they ever hear of Betty Boo? And some of them said no, and 1 or 2 of them said yes. And there's a member of staff we met yesterday at the open stable, I was talking to Smile at me, And I said, so there's a mare in Nursery 2 called Betty Boo, named after the rapper of the 90s. And she said, oh, do you know Betty Boo? She says, yeah. Betty Boo doing the do. She's singing the song and everything. She's singing the song, Betty Boo doing the do, yeah. That's the only line that I know of the song as well. That's the only line I know of the song. I don't know any other lyric. That's the only lyric I know of that song as well. Do Betty Boo doing the do. Do you know Betty Boo? Have you ever seen her?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, she's got dark hair, the jet black hair, yeah. She's kind of like a bob. It's down to her neck here, down to her neck. It's kind of turned up like this. She wears out a black eyeliner, black makeup on her under eye. Yeah, she's around in the 90s. I don't know really, but I think she's doing a kind of a comeback. I think she's kind of doing a comeback, I think. They do this kind of a 90s disco kind of thing, 90s disco, or some kind of disco, 90s, 90s disco, or some disco. They're doing some kind of a tour or something. I don't know whether it's coming here or not, but she's doing some kind of a tour thing with some other 90s artists. I know that's something like that anyway. But yeah, she hasn't been around for years, but apparently, so I couldn't believe, can't get over that name, Betty Boo. I never thought I'd meet a horse named after a rapper. Like gas. Now her name's quite easy to say compared to the other mare, romanticized. It's a bit of a mouthful. But the mare's smaller than me. She's a beautiful, but I'm not to give that name, but she's a beautiful mare. She's so friendly, down to earth, and so gentle. And we're talking to my equine therapy to people today, and they find some mares, the chestnut mares, a bit temperamental, but I wouldn't believe that for a second. I wouldn't find that true at all, because the mare that was smaller than me, she's a chestnut. She's nothing like that whatsoever. She's very gentle, isn't she? She's just very friendly, isn't she? She's very friendly. She didn't even attempt to bite me, nothing. I was even putting my arm around her neck, underneath her neck and everything, and I was even stroking her neck and giving her a rub, but I was even hugging her and got photographs with her and everything yesterday. It was a great time with her. Yes, she's the daughter of Galileo. She's a Phoba up to Vega. Oh, she's beautiful. She's beautiful mare. She's absolutely gorgeous. Chestnuts and bays are probably my favourite colour, of course. I like some greys. Once they're white now, really white grey now, really white now. I don't like them too dark grey into their skin. I like them really more white. I like a lot of my mare friends, a lot of my grey mare friends, they're really white. You know, that's the kind of grey that I like as well. They're really white, like snow. Really snow coloured skin. Excuse me.
More?
Ladies should be first.
Yeah.
Ladies should be first, mister. Ladies should always come first before yourself. You should always say, excuse me, would you like some more? It's been very... Excuse me, your manners. Where's his manners gone?
Gave her more and she's looking around.
But the thing is, you served yourself first.
I shouldn't have. What?
Should have. I hate that sound. So tomorrow we're going to the Goffs Bowl and Breeder Stock sale at 10 o'clock. There's some mares have been sold again. More mares have been sold, particularly. Anna Notta's going, whom I know like nearly 5 years this year. Harry Tubman's going, who I know will be 6 years this year. Discreet Spy is going. Stubbins and Rermond. Well, 5 of those mares are going tomorrow. And apparently I was just looking up the Irish National Stud Twitter page. Apparently stallions from the stud are going to be going on show. They're going to be showing off the stallions apparently during the February sales in Goffs. I don't know what the hell that's all about. Well, the stallions from the Irish National Stud are going to be, it's going to be show, the stallion show, but this featuring the stallions of the Irish National Stud during the February sales in Goffs. So I have no idea what that's about. So presumably I'll find out. So I might find out what all that's about and find out where they're going to be. It starts at 11, finishes at 2. the shows start at 11 and they finish at 2. The stallion shows, they go on from 11 to 2 in Goffs.
3 hours, yeah.
3 hours. So it's you like to be there before 11 tomorrow. So we could find out where the shows are going to be. So I'm not too sure whether they're all going to be there all of them going to be there all at the same time. They'll probably do them individually. I wouldn't know how it works. I wouldn't say they'd have all of but there's 8 stallions there all at the same time. They might do them individually. I may do two stallions a day, each day during the period of the sales. I wouldn't say they do all 8 in a row. I wouldn't say they do all 8 in a row, would they?
Yeah, well, see what they're talking about tomorrow. We'll see what they're talking about tomorrow.
They might do but maybe 2, maybe do 2 a day or something like that.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
How long's it going for? 4 days, is it?
I'm not too sure what day it finishes. Well, the sale started yesterday. It started yesterday. Yeah, it started.
Yeah.
It started. No, it started today. The 8th. It started today, the 8th, and it goes on tomorrow. I'm not too sure how much longer. I think tomorrow may be the last day, but I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure how many days it goes on to. No, yeah, it's just 2 days. It's just 2 days. It's just 2 days. Yeah. So they'll probably have a few stallions. Yeah, probably have about 4 a day, maybe 4 stallions a day. Maybe 4 yesterday, 4 today, and 4 tomorrow. Would that be the way it works?
Could be like that, yeah.
I
I have to find out and see. No, we're not sure yet. We'll find out tomorrow soon enough, I'd say.
I can ask them. Sure, we come to. They'll probably have them stable.
We'll find out tomorrow.
They'll probably have them stable in the Irish National Stud Stables area anyway, because they are part of the Irish National Stud, you know.
Yeah.
They are part of the Irish National Stud, so they'll probably have them in the stable, around the Irish National Stud Stables area.
Yeah. Try and check sales area, yeah.
Hopefully we'll see Lauren there tomorrow. Hopefully we'll see Lauren tomorrow and we can ask her.
Hopefully, yeah. That's
or
great.
Laura or somebody.
Laura, yeah.
You can ask them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Patrick Diamond is going to be there.